Hi, Cheryl Mays, the director, and you are here at the director's desk. And I want to share a customer service tip with you. And so I have a couple of questions. First of all, is what are your company core values? We know that core values help us in making decisions. It leads people to know what the company stands for, and it allows your internal employees, those customers, to know how they can make decisions and what values you deem as a business to be important. And they also help, right, when it comes to responding to customers, because more than likely, you have a couple of core values that resemble accountability, customer responsiveness, integrity. Those are three typical values that businesses have. But so, what do they mean in the world of customer service? So, here's the scenario. Let us say someone emails you, they've got an issue with their order. They email you, it's Monday morning at 8 a.m. What do you believe is an acceptable time to return their phone call? Give you a moment. What if they email you? What is that acceptable time to respond to their email? Now, oftentimes I ask the question acceptable because sometimes there are company standards as to when you return phone calls. Other times it is left up to you and you have to decide what is acceptable. So I want to flip the script now and I want you to think about it through the eyes of your customer. This customer has reached out to you 8 a.m. in the morning. Here it is the next day. They have not heard anything. What's going to happen? Well, that internal script that customer has is going to kick in and they're going to say things like, nobody is responding. They don't care. Nobody is being held accountable. These are the things that are going through that customer's mind. And in addition to that, what is also happening? They're increasing their levels of frustration. Yes, frustrated customers are happening from that one experience, that one incident where there was no return call, no response to the email in an acceptable amount of time. So here's your tip. As soon as possible, at my earliest convenience, what do those things mean? In the sense of time, what does as soon as possible means? We have different definitions of what that could mean. At my earliest convenience, what does that mean? So the first thing is, let's be concrete. Let's be very succinct into when you're going to return a phone call. Here's where I introduce this concept called the sunset promise. It's a safeguard technique. And what it says is that before the sun sets, before the end of the day, before I leave this office, anything that is open, unresolved, I will reach out to that customer and let them know I have received your inquiry. I am looking into it. Give me until tomorrow. What did I just do there? You got it. I just let that customer know I am being held accountable. Someone is looking into it. You can go rest and not be frustrated. So when you think about returning calls and returning emails, think about that acceptable amount of time and utilize the sunset promise. It eliminates customer frustration by showing them you are living out your core values that they might not even know what they are, but you get to demonstrate it to them. There's your tip from the director's desk. My name is Cheryl Mays. Join me for additional tips weekly. Also visit my YouTube channel at The Cheryl Mays, where there will be weekly tips on how to provide exceptional customer service. And if you have questions, feel free to write in. I'd love to be able to answer your questions. So until then, continue to create customers that create customers and give them something to talk about.